Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. The boys and I just got over here and moved these cattle right before dark. And this is the last pass. We've got some green fescue here. They're on about 10 acres tonight. And this will be the last time we're here this winter. We do have, let's see, there's six big round bales back here. So we'll leave them here. This is tonight, no hay. And then tomorrow we'll give them 3 in the morning and 3 at night, just to kind of help fertilize this and put a little carbon out and get another day of our winter. And then we just don't return here. And we're actually headed down to what we call Marshall's and Francis's farm. And the cattle look good. I mean, they've been down on the bottom, and this is on Kevin's farm, and we brought them up on top tonight. But this has been cleaned off for about 35-40 days, and they're going after it. Pretty happy to be up here. I don't hear anything bawling. Got a little bit of regrowth on some of this. Believe it or not, it hit 71 degrees yesterday. Today it is not 71. It feels more like winter again. It's cold. Supposed to get down to single digits. See, this is Thursday, December 16th. And yeah, the cattle just look really good. Good hair coats on. Look at that girl. Golly, she's fat. She's got a calf sucking on her too. They're all pretty content. Don't hear anything but munch, 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 munch. Munch and crunch, munch and crunch. We finished the fence today. The woven wire portion of it on the ram farm, and now we just got to hang our cables and get our metal hung for the water gaps, and we'll have that done. And we really I had an interesting phone call last night, and comes to find out we had an opportunity to buy some of our original bloodline that we got years ago. I guess 18 years ago. We started with these parasite resistant St. Croix, and they're downsizing, and so we're gonna have a chance to get some of those. And it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, because the rams mistakenly got into the ewes, and so we're gonna try it. We're gonna put them over at the ram farm, 30 ewes, and I think there's 4 yearling rams in there with them, but they could be lambing when we pick them up. So it's going to be a challenge, but we got some barns over there. We've already been working on it, kind of getting it ready for them. And if they do lamb, they do have a place they can get in out of the wind. We're going to plug in a cord to keep the water from freezing over there. We just fill up a tank and put a tank heater in it. These are probably some of the best parasite resistant St. Croix. Well, they're equal to ours. That's where we got our start from, and so we're anxious to add a little new blood, into our flock, and coming from one of the premier flocks in America. So we're tickled, they're tickled, because they sure wanted them to go to a good home, and they are going to go to a good home. It's going to be a challenge seeing how they do, but this is why we don't calve in the wintertime in Missouri. It's cold out here, and you don't want to be calving in December, January, February, March. The boys are coming in behind me. I actually brought the mineral feeder around. I thought they would come up this hill here, but they didn't. I guess that creek, they thought it might be a little bit steep. Oh, look at that. It's a good looking steer there. Man, he's fat. He's gonna eat well. Folks, there's our first calf heifer right there. And she's got a calf suck on. Look at the shape she's in. If that heifer weighed 1,400 pounds, she'd be so darn thin you could read a newspaper through her. This time of year. I mean, you can't get them fat on grass. These things just stay roly-poly on forage alone. And that's where the money is at, forage alone cattle. You don't want to be running cattle. You got to feed breeder cubes and, you know, all that other stuff too. You're not going to make any money. And if you're not going to make anything, why are you going out, you know, freezing to death in the morning, moving cows, chopping ice, going through all the rigors, getting up early, moving them, doing, you know, other things. You could be doing other things. You're not making any money. Why are you doing it? I don't know. I did it for 2 years. I just thought the next year would be better. It wasn't. It was worse. And finally I wised up and said, you know, we got to get our cow size down. Oh, there's a beautiful bull. Man. That'll be one that'll be marketed next summer. He is a beaut. Whew. That's the kind you like. It's starting to get dark out here, and oh, look at that. There's the moon. Isaac and I are going to be leaving. We're going to Texas, flying into Dallas in the morning, and we're going to be on a ranch consult there for a couple of days. And I wanted to bring Isaac with me. He's a sharp young man, and last time I went, I brought Connor. And so I try and trade them off a little bit so they all get a little experience. And it's going to be it's just good for young people to get out and see how other people farm, and we'll be able to see some of the things that they're doing. And, you know, that's where I come in and make recommendations, maybe things they could do a little different. And just try and basically duplicate a little bit of what we're doing. You know, maybe different scale or whatever, but it doesn't matter. It works. As you can tell here, it works. There's 321 head in here, and they're all fat, and nothing's complaining. And they all got big guts. Look at that. Gotta have big gut on your cattle, folks. You don't have, look at this one. There's a gut on her. There's another big gut. There's another big gut. There's another nice gut. You gotta have gut, or you don't have any place to hold all the grass. And they need to hold grass. And if you got a little skinny belly on them, how are they gonna hold grass and milk a calf and rebreed and stay fat all winter? They're not going to. Trust me, I've done been down that road. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off of here. It's gonna be a cold night tonight. We got the wood stove going, and it's gonna feel good. Yesterday, of all things, we had all the windows thrown open, the doors open. And of course, we didn't have any wood stove. And Missouri is just, it's crazy. It's always been this way though, folks. It's always been this way. People say, oh, the weather's changing. Well, maybe there's more extremes, but it's always, Missouri's always been up and down. I can remember when I was 8 or 9 years old, it got up to 80 degrees in January. Folks, that was 1960 something. And, you know, so people kind of freak out about a 1 degrees increase. Is it? I don't know, but I know there's always been changes in weather, and now all of a sudden they're using it to, you know, as a power play to, I'll get off of that. I'll just this is too nice of an evening to be talking about stuff like that. I mean, this is peaceful, isn't it? Yep, it is peaceful. I'm going to get out of here. The boys are up here, and we're ready to go get something to eat. Folks, have a good evening, and we'll see y'all down the road. Hit that subscribe button on the way out, and also hit that bell. That'll remind you when I do post a video. You'll get a little email there. Y'all have a good one. Take care now.